Welcome, everybody. So we're just going to start in a seated position. I'm sitting on a bolster. You could grab a pillow, but if you're comfortable just sitting on the ground, that's also fine. Um, I've been really interested in the idea of masculine and feminine energy. Right? Sounds like a weird thing to say in these times, but just in a lot of Ayurveda and yogic kind of, I guess, traditional philosophy, you'd have the left and the right side of your body, which might be associated with a masculine or a feminine energy. Some people believe, right? Um, Generally speaking, it would be assumed that the right side of your body is more masculine energy, left side of the body, more feminine energy. And sometimes that can be associated with maybe patterns that you might feel in your body. Um, and I mean, that's totally unique to you. So maybe you're like, my right side sometimes feels a little bit more tense than my left. Could also be just your dominant side, right? But I quite like alternate nasal breathing to try and balance out the energy. It's called Nadi Shodhana breathing, and the idea is that you're balancing out this masculine and feminine side of your body. So we're going to take our left hand. You take these three fingers: thumb, index finger, middle finger. The index finger is supposed to be gently resting on like your third eye, so right on your temple. But also, it's a great gauge to see, to try and really feel a gentle touch from that index finger on the temple. So try and really be mindful of how hard you're pushing your finger into your head, basically. Middle finger is going to go onto uh, outside nostril, and thumb is going onto the other nostril. So you got a nostril and your index finger on the temple. Let's try and find a nice, tall, comfortable seat. So we're lengthening up through the crown of our head, and just allow your rib cage to magnetize towards the wall behind you, just so that we are keeping the rib cage on top of the pelvis. We're not flaring the ribs forward. You might like to gently close your eyes, or if that feels a bit intense, you can half lid your eyes or just gaze somewhere at your hand. Let's close down the right side nostril. Breathe in through your left nostril. Close your left nostril down. Pause for a second. Open up the right nostril and breathe out. Inhale through your right side, so the side you just breathed out of. Close it down. Exhale out the other side, the left nostril. Inhale in through that side. Close it down. Exhale out the other side. Keep going at your own pace. Some people like to pause, maybe for a count of 4, with that breath in the system before exhaling out the other side. If you feel like your nose is really blocked this morning and this is just uncomfortable, then you're welcome to just take your hand down and come into a nice natural breath. Otherwise, keep going. See if you can soften your shoulders, soften your cheeks, and just notice your index finger's pressure on your temple. Try and soften it, really almost hardly touching the skin. Let's go for 6 more rounds, so 6 total. Maybe relaxing the elbow of the arm that is holding onto your nose. Last 2 rounds. Maybe you got a few more if you're going a little slower. That's cool, don't rush. Once you're done, just gently rest your palms facing up on your thighs. You can keep your eyes closed, your gaze lowered. Just take a moment to feel into your body. Tiny little body scan. Nice big inhale in through the nose, filling your container with breath, and exhale out the mouth. Let's take 2 more breaths like that. Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Feel free to sigh on that exhale. Inhale in, soften your shoulders, and exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale in, and exhale. Last time. Inhale in, and exhale. Well done. Slowly open up your eyes if they were closed, keeping this kind of chilled out, introspective state. Let's get rid of our pillow that we're sitting on, if you were sitting on one. Just pop it off to one side. And then we're going to come into a loose 90-90 position in the hips. Now, this can be like, wow, intense and big. So if you feel like you just need a little bit of proppage for your bum, you can grab your pillow again and just put it under your booty. Totally worth it, okay, especially if you cramp up. Anyway, left shin out in front, right shin back behind if you're mirroring me. And let's just see if we can try and relax that back hip. So maybe take your hand to your back hip and just give it a little bit of a massage. And we're going to try and lengthen up through the crown of our head and soften through our shoulders. Nice. Look at the back leg. So take just a little squeeze at your back leg. Reach for your back shin, the same side arm. And free arm's going to reach up towards the sky. Going to gently bend towards that back leg. Might feel a little bit intense. Try and soften the hip. We don't have to go deep into the range here. Just breathe into the position. Nice. And then we're going to side bend the opposite direction. So taking left hand down, right arm up and over. Allow that left elbow to reach to the floor and find a deep side stretch. Nice. Good. Slowly bring yourself up. So we're just going to undulate from side to side. As you come into that kind of almost compressive side bend towards the back leg, try and soften your bum on that right side. Soften your hip and then slowly return the opposite direction. Nice. I'm just going to encourage your own natural breath here. Keeping your cheeks and your jaw nice and soft as you breathe. Going for 2 more rounds, left and right. Well done. Nice. Last round. Good. And then we're just going to stay on the forearms. You're going to come down onto that left forearm, reach the right arm up and over. And then take your right hand to your right hip. Push the ground away through your forearm and lengthen through the crown of your head. Gently tuck your chin towards your throat. Draw your navel in and up and lift up that back leg. So right leg. Good. Exactly. Now watch that the leg doesn't start to sneak forward. You want your knee in line with your hip. So squeeze your glutes. See if you can almost reach your big toe towards the wall behind you. Exactly. Nice. And then you're going to start to draw little circles with that back knee. Tiny little circles. Good. Just watch that you're not sinking into your left forearm there. So really lift away from the floor. Good. Tiny little circlets. 5, 4. Maybe you're starting to, you might feel a little bit of a vibrational quality to your movement. Those are just stabilizing muscles kind of awakening. That's what we want. 2, 1. Let's just reverse that direction. Keep tabs on your abdominal container. Nice. 5, 4. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Lower down the back hip, bring yourself up, and see if you might be able to just sit a little bit more comfortably now in your 90-90. We're going to try and keep our hands away from the ground, but if you find your spine flexing, put your fingers down, okay? Otherwise, from this lifted position, push your front thigh into the ground and see if you can lift up your back shin or back knee off the ground. You probably don't even see my back knee lifting. It's lifting such a small amount. And slowly lower it down. Good. Lift up. Nice. Lower down. In an ideal world, as that leg lifts, we wouldn't have the shift of the rib cage to the side. It is very normal though, but if you're getting quite a lot of shift, then put your hands on the ground and see if you can really think, I'm going up through the crown as I lift my leg, and keep that idea. Good. It's so hard though. Let's try for 6. Nice. And down. And for those of you maybe watching who might not even get any lift on the leg, believe me, that is totally normal. It's the activation that counts, not the height. Okay. 5. Lifting from the hip, not the oblique. Okay. 3. Good. I'm shifting so much. 2. Okay. Last time. Good. And slowly lower it down. Maybe see, hey, can I get my right sit bone just to the ground a little bit easier now? Maybe not. Maybe. Okay. Same leg is going to be working. Let's try and lift up again through the crown. We're going to lift the leg up. Then we're going to see if we can bring that knee in towards our chest. In this moment, you can possibly get both bum cheeks to the floor. Tap the heel of that working leg on the opposite shin if you can, and then take the leg back. Reach towards the wall behind you. This is gluteus maximus, bum. Okay, bring it in. Good. Tap the opposite knee, shin, something of the opposite leg. Good. Don't worry at all about changing spinal position here, because as you are moving, we're going from a little bit of extension in the lower back as we reach the heel back, and a little bit of rounding into the lower back as we tap the heel off the shin. So that is natural. Okay, 4 more. When you reach the heel back, I want you to really connect your mind to your glutes, your bum. Yeah. Exactly. So Jill, you'll be reaching towards the bed behind you. And Claire, you'll be reaching towards the pot plant. 2. Yeah. Good. Okay, last time. Reach it back. See if you can hold it back there. Hold it back there. Nice. Pulse that leg up and down. 10. 9. Oof. 8. 7. You might cramp up here. 6. That's kind of normal. 5. 4. 3. 2, 1, and down. Oh my goodness, well done. Leg comes down, place your hands on the ground, and maybe you can get that butt cheek to the ground a little easier. Maybe not. I've done this sometimes and my hip feels tighter afterwards. Sometimes it feels looser. Okay, well done. We're going to take the focus to the front leg now. Again, ideally hands-free, but if you need hands on the ground, that's cool. From here, we're going to just see if we can lift our foot up off of the ground, okay? So the knee is going to be higher than the inside of the ankle, but I'm imagining my ankle being higher than my knee, okay? So think about the inside of your ankle lifting to the sky. Good, and then slowly take it down. Nice. So we will kind of lean back as a compensatory movement, counterbalance. Try and lengthen up through the crown once the leg's up. Good. Yes. Good. And down. Nice. And let's go for 6. Nice. And down. Maybe exhaling on that lift. 5. Good. And down. So think length. Draw the navel in and lift. Good. 4 more. So maybe try and fire up a little bit of core activation here as you lift that leg. 2 to go. Or sorry, 3 to go. Lift. Away. And down. Last 2. And lift. And down. Last 1. Lift it up. And take it down. Well done. Take your hands back behind you now, a fair distance, so that you feel you can just kind of relax into the situation. Press your right inside of your right knee into the floor and tuck your tail. We're looking for a bit of a stretch along the back leg, yeah, so that right leg. Maybe, only if it's feeling good, you could press both thighs into the floor and lift your bum up through a really tucked tail into hip extension, or relative hip extension here. Breathe down into the front of the hips. Lengthen through the crown of your head in this moment, and then slowly come down. Let's go one more time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck, lengthen through the tail. So really mounding through the pubic bone to come up. Stunning. And then slowly take it all the way down. Keep your hands back behind you. You might need to adjust your feet a little bit here just to windscreen wipe your knees from side to side. Okay, so kind of a bit of a flossing. You might notice one side feels kind of different to the other. Okay, and then if it's available to you, take your hands away from the ground and continue. You'll start to move along the ground. You'll notice your body moving forward. So Jill, you might end up in your next B&B. Last 3, 2, not B&B, cottage. It's self-catering. Well done. Great job. Okay, let's take it over to the other side. Right. I know all of us here have like tight hips, so hopefully this is coming at a good time. Anyway, so starting with our little side bends, just to kind of get into the situation. Remember, pointing the toes of the back foot towards the glute does tend to alleviate a little bit of that pinchy feeling. You're welcome to go into it. So we're going to side bend, find that lift up and over. Nice. And then reach towards the back leg. And as we come back here, we compress. It might feel a little pinchy. So see if you can soften. Are we tensing out of anticipation of discomfort? Can we actually relax into that a little bit? And that's my favorite thing to do, is to kind of preempt and tense up. Nice. Keep on moving at your own pace, with your own breath. So in physio, when we talk about anticipation of discomfort stopping us from moving, that would be something called hypervigilance. And it's normal if you've been injured especially, but it does tend to actually increase the likelihood of injury. So maybe a sense of trust in our body could be helpful. All right, take it down onto the forearm, hold it down. Nice, and then take your left hand to your left hip, lift out of that right forearm, engage through your center, and then lift up the back knee. So it should be left leg lifting. Good. All right, now that knee is going to want to sneak forward. Send the knee back. Good. Pubic bone forward though. Yes. Nice. And we're going to start to draw tiny little circles with that back knee. Nice. You guys look so beautiful. So anybody watching, just think really open through the collarbones, but closed, or at least rib cage is drawing back towards the wall behind you. Pubic bone is reaching forward to the wall in front of you. 3, 2, 1, reverse direction, keeping the length through the crown of your head. 7, 6, Maybe there's a vibrational quality to the movement that's very normal. 3, 2, 1. And then slowly take it down. See if you can relax your bum just a little. Nice. Again, hands can be on the ground or lifted, lengthen through the crown of your head. And we're going to look at that back leg, lift it up off of the ground. Good. Nice. And then lower. Sometimes the first 1 or 2, you can just keep your hands down until your body's like, oh, that's what I need to use. And then you kind of get it, When we think about what we're using here, we want to use hip, so booty and upper thigh, not so much abs and obliques. Okay, they're going to want to help you. That's it. 5. Nice. Good. 4. And sometimes this can just be like cramp city, so that's you. I apologize. 3, 2. Okay, this is where we start the movement, all right? So we're going to lift, bring the knee up towards the shoulder. Heel is going to maybe tap off the opposite leg somewhere, maybe not. Then reach your leg back, think pubic bone forward, but heel back to the wall behind you. And then slowly bring it in and tap. Good. So we're going from spinal flexion into more of a neutral spine, or at least lumbar flexion, lower back flexion as we round and tap the heel off the shin. Lower back comes into maybe more of a neutral shape as we extend the leg back behind us. Yes, your spinal positioning looks fantastic. 3. Nice. 2. Yes, last one, we hold it back. Brutal. Okay, now knee is going to go up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Draw navel in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take it down. Oh, good. Well done. Hands can go wherever they want. Maybe on the ground, maybe lifted. Front leg now. Okay, ready? Try and draw your navel in and get a bit of length through the crown first, and then see maybe that foot can lift off of the ground. Well done. And then slowly lower. Just be mindful of how much you lean back. I know I'm also leaning back as well. Push the inside knee of the back of the left leg into the ground. Good. Nice. And down. Exhale, lift. So we're thinking, can my ankle be higher than my knee? Probably not, but we're thinking that. I don't want to say, maybe it's happening for you, in which case, congratulations. Going for 4. 3. Nice. 2, find the length. Nice. Okay, last one. Lift. Well done. And take it down. Great job. Hands back behind you. Just allowing a stretch for that left leg. It might go all the way to the inside of the knee. Feel free to lift up the hips, mounding through the pubic bone. And then open up the chest. Take a big deep breath in, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Nice. Slowly take it down. Okay, one more of them. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, lift up. Squeeze your bum. Nice. And slowly down. You might need to adjust your feet a little here just to floss it out. Okay, so windscreen wiping from side to side. Allow your feet to be quite wide. Nice. Going for 4. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Really great job. All right, let's take it all the way down onto the ground, onto our back. Feet flat, parallel, hip width distance. Hands relax alongside you. Nice. We're just going to take a few bridges. I don't want to blast through your glutes because we've literally just kind of mobilized them, but a little bit of spinal articulation and glute activation. Inhale here at the bottom. We're going to exhale round into the lower back. So get that lower back moving. Bring your pelvis up. Push the earth down through your feet. Relax your shoulders. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slow and slinky on the way down, one vertebra at a time. Keep that weight in the inside edge of your feet and in your heels. Real slow, mindful journey down. Relax your bum just before touchdown. And then an inhale again to prepare. Exhale, round into the lower back. Feel your spine almost like a wheel rolling back and up. Nice. Inhale at the top, soften your shoulders. We soften our journey down. Muscles all the way along the length of your spine. Slowly, progressively soften as you come down. Relax your bum. Good. We're going to go for about 4 more of these. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Pick your pelvis up. Lift. Maybe surprise yourself with a little bit more buoyancy of the pelvis each time you come up. Inhale at the top. Push through the floor. Exhale, slowly coming down. We have 12 vertebrae in our thoracic spine. So in our upper and middle back, and then only 5 super big, strong vertebrae in the lower back that love to move, especially in this forward and backward motion. Last 3. Going for 2 more. Encouraging a sense of length on the way down. So you could almost think about pulling one vertebra away from the other, increasing that space for your intervertebral discs. Last time, inhale. Looks really beautiful, everyone. And slowly navigate your way down. Great job. And let's hook our right ankle over our left knee into a little figure 4 shape and come straight away into your figure 4 stretch. So I'm going to reach back behind my left thigh. Nice. Just take a few moments to breathe here. So generally speaking, in this position, we're pretty passive, especially the right leg. So I want you to activate into your right leg now. You're going to imagine reaching your right knee towards the wall in front of you. Push the outside of your right ankle into your left thigh. Really push the right outside ankle into that left thigh. Your grip with your arms is what's kind of keeping that left thigh in place. And then pull your left leg in towards your body. Okay, so left leg wants to come in, right leg wants to go away. Feel the outside of your right glute activate. Hold here for 10. So even though the outside world looking at you thinks you're just having a stretch right now, I want you to feel quite a lot of activation in your body. 8, 7, keep breathing. 6, relax your neck. 5, 4, chin gently tucks down. 3, 2, 1, and from here, keep your legs in this position, but see if you can remove your hands from the equation. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Nice. Right leg is going to try and stay where it is. Inhale. Left leg, stretch it forward into single leg stretch. Yes, and then bring that left thigh in. Pull it in super close. Good. Feel the glute stretch. Inhale and exhale as you move. Let's keep going. Reach and bring it in. So we're focused on the left leg going in and out, but can we also focus on that right leg? You want to reach your right knee towards the wall in front of you. Think about the inside of your right ankle wanting to get closer to your face. Yeah, so we externally rotate through that right hip as we hold it there. The inside of your right ankle, imagine it coming or wanting to touch your chin. 3. Nice. 2. In. 1. In. Last little bit of a challenge. See if you can straighten out that left leg. So in my figure 4, but with a straight left leg. Inhale here. Send your right knee away from you. Squeeze through that right glute to make that happen. From here, come up into a crunch if you can. Good. Yes, still good. And then slowly take it down. Good. Legs stay the same, so I'm just going to bring my torso up and down. But as I bring my torso up and down, I want to keep my right knee reaching away. It's going to make the work a lot harder. And it's going to make your left leg have to work harder to stay up there as well. 4 more. Exhale to lift. 3. Good. Exhale to lift. 2. Exhale to lift. Last one. See if you can hold it up there. Last challenge, this whole complex of the legs. See if you can lower it a couple of inches and bring it up. Lower it down and up. Good. Keeping the integrity of your lower back. So as the legs come down, we're not arching through that lower back. Go for 3. 2. And 1. Stunning. Left foot down, right foot down, head down, windscreen wipe. Ooh-wee. Might feel a little bit torturous. I mean, it does to me. But all of this stuff is fantastic for hip mobility, actually. Okay. So we switcheroo. Going to lull you into a false sense of security with a nice figure 4 stretch. Let's take that left ankle over the right knee. Hug your right thigh in. Just take a moment here in the passive stretch where we just essentially use that interlocking of our hands to keep everything where it is. Just be mindful of your neck positioning here. See if you can get a little bit more length through the neck. If you struggle with that, put your pillow behind your head. Now, activate into your left leg. So what I mean by that is I want my left knee to reach towards the wall in front of me. Yeah? So I'm almost trying to get my left knee further away from my body. Yeah, exactly. And that's an active movement that's coming from deep in my left hip, my external rotators. Right. Keep thinking, get away from me, left knee. And then see if you can pull your right leg in a little closer from your right hip, not just from your arms, but I'm actually thinking hip flexor. Can I pull my right leg in closer? Can I send my left leg further away, left knee further away? Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Now, try and keep that integrity of the position. Reach your hands up towards the sky. Left knee, think about sending it away. Left inside ankle, we want to try and get it almost to touch our right cheek. Inhale. Exhale, send your right leg away from you. What happened to the left leg? Bring it in. That right leg, bring it in. Send the right leg away. Keep sending left knee away from you. At least try. It's definitely not working very well for me on this side with my left leg. Go for 6. And in. 5. and in. Just so you know, you can be really proud of yourself for doing this, because this stuff is freaking hard. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, hold. See if you can straighten your right leg up towards the sky. Nice. Inhale here. Exhale slowly, curl up into flexion. Now your left knee, it might be super close to your face. Think about sending your left knee far away, activate through that left glute to make that happen, and then slowly lower your head down. Exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Nice. Inhale, lower. Last time we're going to try hold, okay? Exhale, lift, hold. Complex of the legs travels down as far as you feel comfortably and comfortable with, and up. Good. 4. Exhale to bring it up. 3. 2. 1. And take it down. Nice. Well done. Feet to the ground. Just take a little windscreen wiperoonie. Well done. Really, really, really well done. Okay. That is not easy at all. While you're on your back, okay, actually, do you know what? Let's change it around. I know I said we are going to use weights today, but I actually don't see it happening. But that does not matter at all. We're going to come onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Okay, stunning. Straight away, we're going to tuck our toes under and come into a downward facing dog shape. You guys know down dog fantastically well, so anything that feels good here, I'm going to give you 10 breaths. I am a real sucker for pedaling of the heels because my calves are always tight. So anything that feels good here, pedaling of the heels, swooshing of the booty side to side. Just make sure that your fingers are active. Clawing the earth with the fingertips as if you're about to take a chunk of earth out with your hands. Our shoulders are definitely up towards our ears here right now. But ideally, the elbows are actually wrapping down towards the floor. So the back, the pointy bit of your elbows, wrapping down towards the ground, not east and west. Nice. 2 more breaths. In your down dog. Nice. And then just come to stillness. Well done. All right, now I would love it for you to keep your shoulders really, really square here as you send your left leg up towards the sky. And as soon as it goes up there, mostly the shoulders are going to want to pivot to the left, but try and equalize. Press the floor away from you. Now bend into your left knee and squeeze your heel towards your glute. Close the left hip down towards the ground. And we're going to start to draw 5 big circles with our left knee. Doesn't matter the direction because we're going to do both directions. Okay. Start to circle the knee. And yes, we're focusing on the knee. But once you've got that circle going, focus on the other parts of your body that are moving around as that knee moves. Try and keep those parts a little steadier. Okay. Usually it's the shoulders and also the pelvis. So is your right booty cheek poking out to the right? Can you think about sending your right hip back in space? Reverse the direction of your circles. This is not easy. You might feel your heart rate going up. A lot of endurance on the shoulders here. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now look at the space between your 2 hands. See if you can actually put your knee down, just kind of behind that space. Yeah, exactly. Untuck the toes of your back foot, and then we're going to slide ourselves down. So there's quite a lot of weight in my front knees. If your knees are tender, this might be not such a fun one for you. Just see how you get on. But you guys are really great. Um, you've got great knees. Lift your heart. Draw your belly in and think about sliding your pubic bone forward towards the top of your mat. So we tuck through the tail. Now your right leg is back behind you. I want you to look over your left shoulder to the right foot. Yeah? Good. And what I'm hoping you're going to feel here is a stretch over the right hip. Breathing. Take 2 more breaths. Nice. Bring your gaze forward. Plant your hands down. Tuck the toes of the back foot under. Now our hips should be pretty warm, but I want to see if we can come into a pigeon pose from here. I'm going to lift that left knee up. My left knee is going to angle towards my left heel of hand. I'm on the top of my left foot, and my left foot is actually kind of angled towards my right hip. And I'm basically going to slide down again. Similar positions if I had to face forward. I mean, I know you guys kind of know pigeon, but that shape, and then sliding down. My hips are square to the top of the mat, or at least relatively. So I'm not going to be here. Yes, good. And Jill, I love what you're doing there. So ideally, if you can, push through the floor, lifting out of your front leg. Pubic bone slides forward, draw the navel in and up. So this lifted position here is going to give you a lot more over time than sinking down into it. Okay, take 3 more breaths because this is active mobility at end range. Last breath. Then allow your hands to come down and relent into your kind of deeper pigeon. Breathing here. Let's just take 3 more breaths in this position. I'll probably go about 3 minutes over today if that's okay. I think I chatted quite a bit in the beginning. Nice. So when you're ready, hands underneath your shoulders, tuck the toes of your back foot under, and just come back into your downward facing dog. Nice. Let's go straight over to the other side. So left foot down, right leg lifts up. As soon as it lifts, just watch your shoulders and try your best to square your hips towards the ground. Okay, bend into the right knee, squeeze your heel towards your bum, and then we're going to start our circle. Once the circle's going, nice, good. Just be mindful of the residual movement that the circle creates in the rest of your body. So shoulders and left hip. Okay, reverse your direction. Going for 5, 4. Nice. 3. Well done. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Looking at the space between your 2 hands, mindfully we're just going to place that knee, I guess, just slightly behind that space between your 2 hands there. So almost like a little triangle with your hands and your knee, and then slide it back. Good. Think about sliding your pubic bone forward along your right heel, and then shine your heart forward. We're going to look over our right shoulder at our left ankle. Nice. A deep stretch for the left hip flexor. You could think about squeezing through the left glutes and lifting up the left kneecap as you tuck the tail a little bit more, and you might get a bit more of a stretch. You lift that left kneecap off of the ground. Nice. Slowly come out of it. We're going to tuck the toes of that left foot under. Lift the left knee up. Lift the right knee up and angle it. So I'm going to send right knee towards right heel of hand. Left foot or left heel. Right heel towards left hip. And we find our pigeon. Yes, good. Initially, it is a great idea to think about pushing the earth down and lifting up through the pigeon. So super active through the hips. And then lengthen to the lower back. So abdominal container is drawing in. Almost as if I want to shine my pubic bone forward. Hold and breathe here. Let's try and take 4 more breaths. And I'm almost thinking, can I drag my left hip forward and drag my right hip back like a scissoring of the hips isometrically through the floor. Looks great. Okay, slowly, if you are up there, hands down, and then allow yourself to relent into flexibility. So, great example of the difference between mobility, that lifted position, we're working mobility, and here, down at the bottom, we're working flexibility. Let's take 3 more breaths. Nice. Now it's kind of handy just to allow yourself to roll onto your right hip. We can come into a seated position. Nice. Good. Or left hip for you there. Nice. Good, sorry. Left and right today got me. I'm fine. Let's just find a comfortable seat, whatever works for you. And we're going to lengthen up through the crown of our head. Just take a moment here, maybe closing your eyes, just to feel into your body. Together, let's sweep our arms up towards the sky on an inhale, reaching the arms up. Bring your hands, or your palms to touch, and then hands down to heart center on your exhale. 2 more. Inhale, I want you to collect good energy for yourself and for those around you today. Exhale, bring it down to your heart center. Maybe even touching your thumbs onto your sternum. Last time, collecting good energy, good vibes for you and those around you today. Bringing your hands down to heart center. Just spend a moment there with me. I'd like you to just take a second to try to feel a teensy-weensy bit of gratitude for yourself for showing up here today. Maybe a little smile on your face just for you. Say, well done me. You can open up your eyes. Thank you so much for joining. I really, really appreciate it. And indeed, well done you for coming today. I feel like I'm just so spoiled with people who have like incredibly mobile hips. So for anybody else out there who is like, I couldn't do anything, just know that you are normal. And the people who come to my class are not normal. Yeah. How are you guys doing? Let me just put